Welcome back, 7:24 now. Well, that sexting scandal involving Congressman Anthony Weiner has all of us talking, for sure. It has many politicians actually jumping off Twitter and other online sites. But is that really the right thing for them to do, and what can be learned from all this? Well, we've got a social media expert with us this morning, Chris Ruby, joining us again. Thanks, Chris. I guess the first question, if people are jumping off Twitter, is that the wrong knee-jerk reaction?
Yes, absolutely. It is the wrong knee-jerk reaction. It's reported by Tweet Congress that over 30% there's been a decrease in politicians using Twitter over the past few weeks since this whole scandal with Weiner broke out. That's the wrong takeaway here. It's not stop using the tools, it's learn how to use the tools.
Because Anthony Weiner actually hit, I'm not condoning what he did, but if you look at it, he hit the wrong button.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, he actually uploaded a private photo to TwitPic and then tried to take it down and say someone else hacked into his software, but really it was him. I mean, the other takeaway here is be authentic. If you get caught lying or if you get caught cheating because of social media and your own mistake, don't lie. That's absolutely...
Don't blame it on the technology, because
Yes.
he used the technology incorrectly.
Blame it on yourself. Be authentic about it.
Yeah,
or
well,
else you can never bounce back.
Yeah, we could go on forever about what Anthony Weiner should and should not have done. But we're going to have some tips that we're going to put on the screen. For professional people who use Twitter, I use Twitter quite all the time during my day. Talk about what is appropriate for professional people. Don't give up on social media, but how do you know what's appropriate?
What is appropriate, especially if you're in a committed relationship, is don't do anything. If it's not appropriate offline, it's not appropriate online. That's the #1 rule of thumb here. If you wouldn't be communicating with certain people of the opposite sex offline, then why do it online?
As for pictures?
As for pictures, make them appropriate. If they're about something that you're doing professionally, if you're at a networking event or a political function, then yes, put that up there. If not, it doesn't belong on Twitter or Facebook. Hands down.
Talk about the positive use that politicians and business people get from social media, instead of being afraid of it.
Absolutely. Politicians and businessmen do get a lot of positive uses out of social media, such as letting people know outbound messages that they're doing or work that they're involved in, as well as crisis communications. It's a great tool for that if you want to communicate with constituents.
You're someone who knows a lot about social media. Where can you go to get instructions so you don't make a silly mistake?
Chris Brogan is a great one who always gives out. He's a big blogger, and he has new media or new marketing labs, and so he can give out a lot of good information on how to use it, how not to use it, and we also write a lot of tips on it as well.
Right, so you can go find out how to use the medium before you start engaging it for your business.
This is the thing. You wouldn't get behind the wheel of a car if you didn't know how to drive. It's the same thing here. People are jumping into this technology with no idea how to use it.
All right.
That's a big mistake.
Yeah, and Anthony Weiner learned that.
Anthony Weiner learned it
Sure
and learned from his mistakes. That's what you can do.
All right, Chris Ruby, thanks for coming in. She's our expert on social media. If you want some of those tips that Chris talked about, go to our webpage, WTNH.com.